if you are a doctor who have faced this situation, like you're working like 12, 13, 14 hours, okay, and after paying all the rent, utility, assistance fees on all your expenses, you are not able to save anything. All your personal expenses, the car loan, whatever home utility, you're not able to save anything. कुछ बचता नहीं है, सब कुछ बांटने के बाद, सब कुछ के खर्चे हटाने के बाद कुछ बचता नहीं है. So after cutting all the expenses, you are not left with anything. So this is a situation that almost all the doctors have faced at least once or twice in their whatever journey they had, howsoever successful they have become. So why this is happening and what is the solution for it, right? So this this is a typical situation. One of my clients, in fact, all many of my clients, and you can easily equate that this is what you might also be facing. Uh, this client are husband, wife, two doctors running a clinic in a tier 2 city like Nagpur, Aurangabad. Uh, it was Aurangabad. It's a tier 2 city. Their monthly revenues is 1.5 to 2 lakhs. So whatever the clinic the patients they are getting, they are earning between 1.5 lakh to 2 lakhs per month. So in an average good month, 2 lakh per month they are averaging running. The monthly overhead, the monthly expenses related to clinic, including the rent, assistance salary, the receptionist assistant salary, the electricity, utilities, whatever, overall for the clinic related thing is 60,000 rupees. So in a good average good month, 2 lakh is the total revenue from the clinics, 60,000 is the expenses related to clinic, minus that 1,40,000 is their gross profit. This is the exact wordings that this client actually, the client couple, Dr. couple have told me that after getting all the deductions and everything, we are not able to save any money. This was exactly from where it clicked in my mind and I started thinking, working backward, why this is happening, right? So why this is happening? This is the good season month. There will be dull season months also, right? So why this typically is happening is because you are thinking the no profit 60,000, which is the clinic related expenses, is a no profit no loss figure. So if you make the clinic have earned 60,000, which is all the clinic related expense, that's a no profit no loss. Above that, whatever you are earning is your net profit. This is the mistake. This is a mistake in the mental calculations. Ideally, you have to pay yourself a fixed salary, because I asked the same doctor client, if you leave the clinic today and join a hospital which gives you a fixed pay salary every month, so you know there is a predictability in terms of your earning, you get a fixed salary every month, and out of the salary you get a PF, medical, pension fund, retirement fund deduction. So how much will that be? Fixed salary. So this is around 75,000, 75,000 easily. I said on the lowest end, so this couple said 75,000, 75,000. Most of you would be. So when you have taken such big risk that you have started a clinic, you are running a clinic, you don't know how many, you cannot accurately predict how many new patients will come in today or tomorrow, right? Or day after tomorrow. You cannot accurately predict, right? So you do not have a security of earning. If you are working for a hospital, you get a fixed salary per month. So you have a security of earning, right? So when you have taken this risk of running a clinic, and now it becomes even more important that you have to pay yourself a fixed salary. So now there are two husband wife, right? If they go to work on any other hospital or anything, they get a minimum of say 75,000 per month. For most other doctors it's like 70,000, at times it's like 60,000 per month. This is like minimum base figure that any doctors in the lower end can also easily get a job for it. So you have to pay yourself a fixed salary every month, like you pay to your receptionist assistant and the rent and other utilities, right? So and if you are like two doctors, husband wife, two doctors or three doctors working together, all three have to pay a fixed salary of say a base figure of say 75,000 per month, because that much you actually need in order to run your personal livelihood. So 75,000 per month. So this husband wife, both doctors, each have to pay themselves a fixed salary, 75,000 per month for each. Now that becomes 1,50,000 plus 60,000 per month was the clinical overheads, clinic related rent, receptionist assistant salary, other clinic related electricity, utilities, and all the other bills. So overall 60,000. So 1,50,000 is the salary of the doctors, the husband wife both, 75,000 each, plus 60,000 is the clinic related expenses, 2,10,000, and plus you have to still have another 5 to 10,000 per month for the miscellaneous expense, the unplanned marketing expenses that you have to incur any point of time, or simply unplanned miscellaneous expenses related to clinic, anything that might you might need, right? So 2 lakh, so now it will become 2,15,000. So 2,15,000 or 2,20,000 per month is the no profit no loss figure, not 60,000 per month. This should be your mental calculations. And if you are doing this, then you are going to so now your calculations will be, I need at least 2,15,000 per month for a no profit no loss. So in order to run the clinic in profit, I need at least 2.5 lakh or 3 lakh per month. How we are going to get, that is all second thing. How we are going to get, how we are going to increase the patient, that's all this second thing. The first thing is, in our mental calculations, the assumptions that we took, we need to calculate it correctly. It have to be more practically oriented, right? So uh, this, why we are doing this, so that you do not face situation like after good after paying all the expenses and things, I'm not left with any money. Why it is happening? Because you're not paying yourself a fixed paycheck, you're not paying yourself a fixed salary. So if you are paying like 75,000 per month to each of these, out of the, ideally out of this 75,000, you should deduct about 15% and into your retirement fund, whatever PF, PPF, NPS, whatever retirement fund, pension fund that you have, you can have it privately. And out of the salary that you pay to yourself, you should ideally have 15% or at least 12% inside your PF retirement funds for funds. And from the rest, you have to carry on with your house related expenses. So whatever is your car rent, your house related groceries, utilities, your kids tuition fees and things, it have to come from yourself. Because if you are working on a hospital's payroll, this is exactly what you would be getting, right? And in the hospital, they have a security of running. When you are taking such a big risk of running a clinic, you cannot accurately predict how many new patients will come next day, or the day after tomorrow, or day of next week, right? You cannot accurately predict. So you have an irregular source of earning. That is why it becomes even more important that you have pay yourself a fixed salary, right? So now and the wrong assumptions that we take in this example, like I told you, the initial example, the doctor was thinking 60,000, which is the clinic related overheads. The clinic rent, receptionist, 60,000 was the no profit no loss figure, but practically it's like 2,15,000, which is the no profit no loss figure. And from which you get your salary and the clinic salary, and the clinic need a turnover of, say, revenues of say 2.5 lakh, 2,75,000 or 3 lakh, so that if the clinic receive revenues of 2,75,000 or 3 lakh per month, then this out of minus that, this 2,15,000 of the no profit no loss, this 60,000 or 75,000 is the buffer amount. So whenever there is a dull season months coming in, this 65,000 or 75,000 will be compensated, and you still end up you even in the dull season month, you are getting a fixed pay salary. You are not deducting it from your savings or things like that. So this is the way ideally your mental calculations should be. Take it another example. If you make a LLP, you have 4 doctors working together in a multi-specialty clinic. You make a private limited or a LLP company. You again pay yourself a fixed salary. So when you are a husband, wife, 2 doctors working for your clinic, why you should not be, right? So the idea here was, and under every condition, the first thing is our mental calculations, our mental maths that we do at the back end, the assumptions that we took, we need to be clear and much more practical and precise in order to get whatever results. So again, the calculations, the reason why doctors, if you want to avoid those situations where, after paying all the expenses, I'm not left with any money, you have to pay yourself a fixed salary, and out of this fixed salary, ideally you should take out 12% or 15% per month on your personal retirement fund, pension fund, because this is what, if you are working on a full-time job in a hospital as a paid salaried employee in a hospital setup, you would be getting a fixed salary, and out of that fixed salary there will be a retirement fund, pension fund, and you will get an in-hand salary. So the same thing you have to do here, so that now your mental calculations will be much more precise in terms of no profit no loss, including your salary, the no profit no loss figure including your salary, right? uh, how we are going to get that, because now this same doctor, when I was explaining him this concept, uh, this doctor said, as of now we are making 1.5 lakh to 2 lakhs, so at times it's only 1.5 lakh. Now you are telling me 2,15,000 per month is my no profit no loss figure. So how will I allow? That's a very big amount. Now if I'm on in a month I'm making like 1,50,000 or 1,40,000 as a revenue, 2,15,000. Now I'm coming under stress. How will I get so much patients all of a sudden, right? How we get the patient is all secondary. Ignore that patient thing. Trust me. Remember, and anytime you are feeling like, oh, how will I get so much patients? How will I get target or something like that? Just recall the very first year and the very first month that you started your clinic. The very first year, in the very first month, right? When you started your clinic, you have one patient, then next 2 3 days you didn't have any patient, then the fourth day you have one or two patient, then another 2 3 4 days you do not have patient. So as compared to that situation, you have walked in, you have continued it and come to this level, which where you are earning like 1 lakh, 1,40,000 or maybe 60,000, 80,000 per month. So from here, going to the next level of 2,15,000, a no profit no loss figure including your salary plus the clinical overheads, is going to be comparatively much more easier. So just psychologically, mentally get relaxed about it. But the first and foremost thing, how we are going to get, how we are going to do it, is going to become much more easier, because you already have a base, you already have an established clientele, you already have some patient base, and now you have to build a little more to get that no profit no loss figure, right? So but all that thing comes secondary. The first thing is, in our mental calculations, in our mental assumptions that we take, we have to be clear with the right figure, the right numbers, so that we are able to achieve, uh, so easily manage the ups and downs and all the clinical related uncertainty. Hope this was interesting.